nail. I wouldn't be able to have all the fun with it. Like, Brett got a gummy bear. She has one, but it's, you know. What's this about? Why everybody keep talking about this show? What is this about? Yeah, but did I ever address Brett for the video she posted? You must ain't see what I posted.
Shut up.
I'm on live. The peace out, friend.
No, I was just eating some grapes and I thought you might want some grapes. Your hair is real cute. Oh, whatever.
My hair real cute.
I'm back in the studio. It's real cute.
And they gonna stay down here. Gonna pop up. What I did? What I did? I'm on live. I can see. I'm looking.
Oh, damn.
Bye. Thank you for the grapes. What?
I know you was not talking.
Not you came back in here to check me. You came in here and said what you said. Okay. Yeah, it was worth a question. Maybe if I tired her, stay down. That shit ain't funny. So you gonna go ahead and take that post down? Since we talking?
Excuse me, are you talking to me? What?
You gonna go ahead and take that post down?
She was the smartest woman I've ever known. Evelyn Vaughn. What did your mother do for a living? She was a businesswoman.
I guess that's what we doing.
Here in the mid-80s. Now that she's gone, I am following her dream, which has become my dream too. Membership in this organization would help with that, and I would be honored to be in this sisterhood. Thank you. All the women that were interviewed are under consideration. But you'll need the vote.
Girl, you taking a lot of stuff in that studio. You trying to sleep in there? You taking a lot of stuff in that studio. You trying to sleep in there or something?
No, I have a guess.
But the first event of the season will be our annual mother-daughter fashion show. So, who came up with that? That is my way. Tracy, why don't you handle the plan? Miss Vaughn, you can assist with food and beverages. Snacks? You want me on snacks? Well, there's no task too small for the sisterhood, right? Meeting adjourned.
You ain't said not one word since I was in here, huh?
They got a call.
You ain't talked at all.
What a record practice
Bye.
process for what you do.
I don't mind you saying we hard on these kids, you know why? Because we are. We got teacher, doctors, lawyers, plus a couple tennis stars.
Okay, that's what we doing.
That's me the next step.
So I think it was like, do I trim my ends often? No. I probably should. But um last week, was she tripping? I don't know, but I'm pettier. So we don't need to do that. We don't need to do social media back and forth now. I'm the petty queen. Oh, that's what I was saying last week. I ate fruit, but like, it was fruit and vegetables we ate for like 5 days straight. And I gained weight. Now, granted, because I felt like it was fruit and vegetables, I ate larger portions. I was so mad, I was like, I should have had a burger. If I was gonna gain, I should have had ice cream and all the rest of it. I'm thinking I'm eating right. The nerve of them damn. I tell you, I was so mad. Fruit has a lot of sugar. See, this is the setup then, huh? She was trying to set me up, huh? She gave me a big old thing of fruit. I ain't gonna do it. Belt sneeze, all of that. Damn. Now heard the thing. Thank you.
Coming to you first base from home. Remember that? I was CoverGirl in 1998, and today I'm CoverGirl. Thanks to Simply Ageless, America's #1 anti-aging foundation, with the potent power of hyaluronic acid complex. It's skincare and makeup in one for instant wrinkle reduction and
Thank you.
glowing skin. Once a CoverGirl, always a
How many of y'all going back to work? Like, are they asking y'all to go back to work?
easy, breezy, beautiful CoverGirl.
Do I braid my hair? So I think it was 5 months in, and I have been going. I was going from New Orleans to Atlanta. New Orleans to Atlanta. Decided that, was it 5 months or was it 1 year 5 months? I think it was 5 months. So decided that Atlanta was the place that I wanted to be. Started looking for a house. We were dating. Um, we wasn't serious, but I asked her to kind of, if we choosing a house, let's like pretty much we gonna choose a house together. And she was like, I don't know if I want to go house hunting with you. Well, not in a bad way, but she was like, you know. So then I really couldn't find nothing that I liked. So I think a couple of months passed, and I still had the house hunt, and then we went together. Um, uh, so I think it was like November-ish, and yeah, it was November, and I was here in this house, this big ass house, and I was on the phone with her because we weren't all the way together yet. I was on the phone with her, And she was like, "Well, what you gonna eat for dinner?" I said, "I'm not leaving out the room. I ain't staying in this room all night. I'm not leaving out the room. This house is big. It might make noise. I'm not leaving out the room." And she was like, "You scared to leave out the room to go eat?" I said, "Fucking well, right. It's dark outside. All this room in here. I'm not leaving out the room." So then, like, hour and a half passed. She came here, and she came here with like some of her stuff, and I was like, "Okay." She was like, "There's no way that you're gonna be in here by yourself if you're scared." So I was like, "Okay, well, then okay." But we tried. Well, in the beginning, we tried to move really slow. Like we did. We tried to move really slow. I don't know how long that lasted. Well, we was friends for a while, but once we started dating, I think it moved fast. But we was friends for a second. So who said I love you first? Let's see how many people in here be on my live. Y'all answer that for them. Which one of us said I love you first? And I see if she said that, she goes, well. So the story goes, Judy said, Brad said, "I think I love you," and Judy said, "I know I love you." That's how the story goes. I was renting a condo downtown in Atlanta, and she would come over. She would come over. She came over. We would be on the phone, and I would want to see her. So she would come over. It was down the street from her job, and she would come over after work, and then she would sleep over, and then she would wake up, go to work, and then anyway. So one day I was sitting on the sofa, and it was, I ain't gonna lie, it was real intense, y'all. It was real intense. But I'm sitting on the sofa, and then she get next to me. She get on one knee, and she said, "I think I'm falling in love with you." I know I love you. I know I'm in love with you. Mm. Girl, who pressuring you, girl? Who pressuring you, girl? Who? Girl, who is pressuring you, girl? That you said on these people TV? Who pressuring you? When they are doing the season 2, I said we was gonna talk about that after the season finale. We was gonna talk about it. Hers was a question, yours was an answer. Right. Who started calling each other beautiful first? I honestly think she did that. I definitely took over that. I'll let her have that one. How did we even meet? You must have watched the show. Which one of us break the silence after argument? Huh? Because I could not talk. I could just sit and find busy work. Do I ever call Brad by her real name? Yep. Do you feel like film is invasive? Um. So we talked about that the other day. Actually, that argument that y'all saw, well, it was real emotional. Where she was saying, that I don't understand, and I said she don't understand, and she didn't let me have no say so in it. That we felt like was invasive because of how it was done. Um, we were sitting down doing green screen, and in green screen, what happens is they ask you questions and you respond, right? So they have been like we filmed separately. So they was filming me by myself and the stuff that I was doing. They was filming her by herself and the stuff she was doing, and then they filmed us together too. So when they was filming me by myself, and they knew how I felt like, hey, the proposal happened. I said this date, but you're not talking about it. They put in a question that was like a trigger question for like the both of us. So then it kind of sparked the argument. And so when it sparked the argument, not only did the cameras not stop, obviously, because y'all saw it, but then when she walked off and we tried to decompress, she walked off, took her mic off. I took my mic off and I went to try to go in the room to talk to her, but she had went outside to smoke, and I went in the dressing room. And when I went in the dressing room, one of the producers had mic'd herself. And then when she went outside to smoke, they didn't have the big camera, but somebody had their phone. So it's like they were trying to film stuff that we weren't aware of. And I felt like if nothing else, I know that happens in reality TV, but they had enough of our moment to where they didn't have to do that part of it. And then the producer that tried the producer that mic'd herself and came in there to talk to me, which I didn't know she was mic'd. Um, at some point I realized she was mic'd because she had this thing bulging out the back of her pants, and I was like, I said this bitch is mic'd, but I ain't bring it up. I said this bitch is mic'd, and she hadn't. I'm sitting on a sofa. She hadn't sat on the floor so she could be close to me and have a conversation with me and just try to get stuff out of me. And since she's sitting on the floor and she got the mic and she don't want to show me that she got the mic, she couldn't even get up until I left the room because I would have saw the mic. So Brad was coming in the room and I wanted to tell her that I think she's mic'd. So once she was coming in the room, even though we had just argued, like, bitch, I don't care, we mad at each other. We ain't about to let these people play us. So once I saw her trying to come in the room, I went out the room and I told her what happened because I'm not mic'd at that time and she's not mic'd at that time and we're away from the mics. And so we was just trying to see how to play it. I said, you want to approach her? You want to tell us somebody what we doing? Like, girl, like, what is we doing with these people? Like, is we about to fuck up the furniture, girl? Like, what is we doing? Is we flipping sofas? What is we doing? But from that point, we pulled that producer off of the project because we are executive producers, right? So, but in retrospect, looking at the fact that they were able to capture that moment, and now that you guys have seen it, and it resonated with so many people, and now you guys get to witness what happens from that, we kind of happy that it happened that way, even though they were kind of picking. We happy it happened that way, but we still don't like the fact that they were mic'd and were trying to record us when we didn't know. So as far as it being invasive, that part made me feel like I know these people in the house every day. I wonder if they planted any cameras anywhere, you know that. But I had never felt like that. I had never felt like, oh, they might be sneaking filming something until they actually, we caught them sneaking filming something. So I was like, mm. And that was, I think that was towards the end of filming. So thank God it was towards the end of filming, because it then got awkward. Because before it was like, you know, okay, they're here, we fine with them being here. But then once you feel like somebody is sneaky, when they come around, you don't really give up all of yourself anymore. It's not. It's like it's being transparent, but I don't know what y'all up to. I need to make sure, you know, as opposed to just film and relax. I'm from the Seventh Ward. So yeah, that's the only. Yeah, that's the that happened. Like, how you put a mic on? She took her mic off. I took my mic off. How you put a mic on and try to come talk to me? How you sneak? Because then the mic, you can't see it. Like, the mic is hidden. It's like the mic might be like, that's the mic, so you don't know that it's there. So it's not like I knew, I was aware the mic's up. You know, you might see a mic pack on somebody on TV because they got on small clothes, but if you fully dressed, you don't see the mic packs. But I can tell you this: once we told the network what happened, um, they pulled that producer off of there. Um, but you know, whose idea was it to do the show? The network came after us. We didn't go searching for this. The network came after us. We talked about it. We said, are we, like, for me, the first thing I said was, I know they're paying us, but if this would ever interfere with my company, if this ever would interfere with my business, if this would ever interfere with the streams of revenue that I already have going, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I did not want to be a reality show spectacle. I did not want to be anything to where people didn't respect me as a businesswoman anymore, and then they looked at me as a reality TV star. I did not want for people to not take me serious. So, it just was about having hard conversations. Like, I know this about to be reality TV, but I'm not willing to look like a fool for nobody. Um, and me and her also discussed the fact that I said, okay, if we giving them reality, we giving them reality. And we were filming, and when we were filming, we started to argue, and she looked at me. She said, "So this is what we doing?" I said, "Well, fuck is happening?" And the camera said, "So this is what we doing." And she said, "Okay." And from there, we just decided, like, fuck it. It's whatever they see then. Whatever happens while they're here, that's what the fuck they gonna get. It ain't nothing rehearsed. It ain't nothing strategic. This is what the fuck they getting. What the fuck it is. So you and Super Ben had the opportunity to be on reality TV. Correct. We turned that down. That's because it was who we were approached by and what we was approached with. They were trying to put us against each other. Um, it wasn't like a positive show. And why would you want to take two best friends and put them against each other on TV? So yeah, we I think we signed paperwork to start discussions, and as we started to go into the discussions, I think it was the very first call with that network. It was the very first call with that network, and we were talking about ideas, and then somebody jumped in and said, "Well, what y'all feel? How y'all feel about a friendly competition where this person is doing this and this person is doing that, and whatever happens, happens." I was like, "What?" So, as soon as we got off the phone, we called each other. I said, "Bitch, I'm not doing it." She's like, "Yeah, but we not doing that, friend." And we didn't do it. But that was some years ago. That was some years ago. She hadn't even moved to her new house yet. Because I remember I went to her house to talk to her in person about it before we got on the call with the network to talk about ideas. And she was at her other house. So right. Reality TV will mess up a good thing. So I did an interview yesterday with Candy Burris, Burris. I don't want to say it incorrectly. From the Housewives of Atlanta. And she cool as shit. I love her to death. And I felt like that is a businesswoman. She could be on reality TV, but she knows how to leverage it. So if you take reality TV and just go in there to be a spectacle, it's different from TV and leveraging it. Like even down to what we've done, there's reality TV, but I put a commercial in every single break to bring awareness to the brand, and it's grown a business exponentially. I made sure to be that when I'm on here, I'm not giving you a spectacle. I'll give you reality, but I'm not giving you me fighting with my daughter just to make a scene. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll build out scenes for you if you let them. And we not getting no scenes built out. Like our life is interesting. We ain't gotta add nothing to it. We ain't gotta add no sauce, and y'all ain't gotta write nothing. Film what it is. So how can show people concentrate and be able? Yeah, I ain't never seen them. Listen, I'm a busy person. I ain't never seen nobody as busy as Candy. Candy's always on something. Candy's either filming Housewives or she's on a different show. She on a shot. It's like I was like, bitch, you can't keep still. I went there for the interview and we sat down, we did the interview, and then 5 minutes after the interview, she going into something else. I'm like, damn, okay, it was nice, it was nice seeing you. How long did you date when you blocked DaBrat? That's the thing. I blocked DaBrat before we started dating, because well, we hadn't dated. We had dated, but not like that. She wasn't responding. The hell was that? Like, girl. I said, oh, this what celebrities do? Girl, bam, block. Okay, the hell? I had to came to Atlanta one time. I had to flew from New Orleans to Atlanta. I think I had got an Airbnb for like 2 days to be able to be here and chill with her. She didn't even answer her phone. Girl, you let me fly from the here to there, and you ain't even answer your phone. Girl. And listen, let me tell you how crazy she is. She said to me, and still feels this way to this day. Well, if we wasn't gonna be friends no more, if you was gonna block me and all the rest of it, you could have at least told me. How I was gonna tell you wasn't answering your phone? You want me to tell you, oh hey, this is gonna be the last time I'm calling. You want me to text you? This is gonna be the last time I'm gonna text you. What is that, girl? I ain't gonna say she stood me up. She didn't even stand. There was no stand up. There was no nothing. So what I did was, since I was in Atlanta, she wasn't answering. I go straight into business. Who is here that I can film with while I'm here? Let me make a quick little promo video because I didn't fly out here for nothing. Girl, that we ain't doing that, and I'm not about to sit over here and feel like, oh my God, she didn't. Okay, you know what? That's cool. This what we doing? Now I go lie, I did check my phone like every few minutes. Like she ain't text back yet. Okay. So then by the time I made it back to New Orleans and a week passed, she texts then. Oh hey. Oh hey. What?